Let's tell a story that you must have heard many times, the story of the lion and the hare, but it is a bit technical, so listen carefully. There were many animals in a forest, and there was also a ferocious lion in that forest. That lion would come every day to catch some animal and eat it, so that all the animals were always in fear. These animals did not know first principle thinking, they just thought with observations and beliefs. So they all made an agreement that a slip will be drawn every day whose name will come out in the lottery. He will go to the lion so that the rest of the animals can live from zero. All the animals agreed. The lion also agreed. After that, a slip would be taken out every day whose name would come out. That animal would go to the lion and the lion would kill him and eat him. Now one day it was the turn of the rabbit, which obviously did not want to die. This rabbit knew the first principles thinking, so it made all the decisions, all the popular beliefs, kept the honorables aside and thought that what is the absolute truth in this situation, what is the thing that cannot be changed at all. The rabbit kept thinking and kept walking, and while walking he saw the well. He looked into the well, he saw his own face. His objective was that the lion should be killed, and he thought that if somehow the lion jumps into the well, then it is due to gravitational force. It will go to the bottom of the well and there will be water below. The lion will drown in the water. He will not get food and he will die. This is the law of biology. The rabbit thought that I have to die. If I somehow bring the lion near the well and can jump it into the well, then maybe my life will be saved. You know the next story, that he went to the lion and said, "Sorry Maharaj, I was late because I met a bigger lion than you on the way. He was calling you bad. He said that your Maharaj is a mouse. If you fight with me, I will make his chutney." The lion got angry and said, "I will eat you later. First I deal with that second lion." The lion came to the well. When he went to the well, he saw his own face due to the law of reflection, and he mistook it for another lion. He got very angry, roared in anger. Then due to the echo from inside the well, he heard his own voice reflected and louder because it is the laws of physics. In anger, he jumped into the well and according to the rabbit's plan, the lion died. Now the rabbit's life was saved because he knew how to think with first principles, not on the basis of beliefs and observations. Look boss, there are two ways of thinking in the world. One is analogy thinking and the other is first principles thinking. Analogy thinking means imitating people, walking in sheep, accepting the beliefs of the society as true. This thinking is very easy, so 99% of the people of the world follow it, while first principle thinking means breaking down problems to the core fundamental truth, breaking things to its core fundamentals. It is difficult. That's why only 1% of people in the world follow it. The first rule of first principles thinking is to define problems in detail and repeatedly ask why. Getting to the fundamentals might take 4 or 5 layers of questioning, but you'll definitely arrive at the fundamental truth. In 2002, Elon Musk wanted to send the first rocket to Mars. The biggest challenge was that buying rockets was extremely expensive because no single company made entire rockets. They would purchase components from other companies and just assemble them. Those other companies, in turn, would buy smaller components from third parties, creating a long supply chain. In this chain, each company adds its profit margin and transportation costs, causing rocket prices to soar, which led Elon Musk to establish SpaceX. Now, SpaceX manufactures 80 to 90% of its rocket components in-house, a method he also applied at Tesla. He mentions that during Tesla's development, he realized battery packs were prohibitively expensive at about $600 per kilogram, making electric cars unaffordable. However, by adopting a first principles approach, he conceived a solution by directly sourcing raw materials like lithium, cobalt, aluminum, nickel, and polymers in bulk from the London Metal Exchange, and smartly figuring out a way to combine them, significantly reducing the cost of batteries to unforeseen levels. This method of tracing back to the fundamental elements of a problem is known as first principles thinking, akin to a universal device. Principles thinking is about understanding what it takes to write a worldwide best-selling book. If you break it down to its core fundamentals, obviously it should have good chapters. But how do you create good chapters? By writing good paragraphs. And how do you write good paragraphs? By crafting good sentences. Good sentences are made up of well-chosen words. So your focus should be on selecting the best possible words. Ultimately, this is how you'll write the best book. Principles. Thinking teaches us to love truth, not just ideas. Your job is to seek the truth, not get trapped in opinions. First principles. Thinking is based on fundamental truths that don't change with time, place, or circumstances, like the gravitational force. Whether you believe in it or not, whether you were born today or in 1960, whether you're in Delhi or England, the gravitational force remains true and applicable. Your opinions, on the other hand, can change based on your environment. The fundamental truth is independent of your environment and always remains true. Elon Musk tried to set aside all beliefs and assumptions and instead thought about what the first principles are in this situation. What is the fundamental truth? What is it that cannot be violated? I want a battery. It cannot be violated because it is my objective, and secondly, by connecting lithium, cobalt, aluminum and polymers properly, the battery is formed. It is the law of physics and chemistry. It cannot change. So these two things cannot change, that I need a battery, and by adding these substances, the battery is formed. Everything else can change. Whenever you put first principles in a situation, then some things cannot be violated, which are practical. Your objects and laws of natural science, physics, chemistry, biology can just not be violated. You will be able to add all the other pieces in different ways. You will be able to find such solutions from it that you will become your own fan, the person who understands fundamentals. Just as a master can create thousands of dishes by combining the ingredients of a safe kitchen, a music composer can create millions of rhythms using 7 notes. First principles mean that popular ideas about anything should be put aside and come to the basic fundamental truth. The belief of the crowd to make your skin glowing and smooth, it is that buy expensive cans and wrap it on your face. If this problem is seen from the first principle thinking, then your skin is made up of cells. If the structure of this cell has to be changed, then your food intake diet has to be changed. Here is the food fundamental truth. Whatever goes into your stomach, only then your skin cells will be formed and skin cells will become skin. The fundamental truth of losing weight is that weight increases when calorie intake is high. Compared to calorie burnout, you can lose weight by reducing calorie intake and increasing calorie burnout. To think well, it is necessary not to be slave to any ideology, to keep the mind free, to raise questions. Look to test boss love the art of thinking, not thinking. Do not fall into the trap of thinking. Discover the truth. Revolutionary ideas that change the world do not come in a day. They are formed by the small information you get daily.